What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Night Terror's Zatanna, issue number 2. The dynamic duo of Robotman and Zatanna, violence and hex. Underneath the Hall of Justice, we have seen the two of them going through the labyrinth. There is a panic room at the very center, one where Wonder Woman and Detective Chimp, they are in their slumber, but they are now protected. And as Zatanna tries to get out of this place, we saw that Robotman had been transformed by the Sleepless Queen, now referred to as the Rustbringer. Robotman is attacking Zatanna, and she is now running for her life. The only question that now remains, can she escape the Sleepless Knights? Can she get out of this labyrinth and go find some others that are awake that might be able to help? Or will the Sleepless Knights put her into a forever slumber? Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with Zatanna making a run for it. Robotman, aka Rustbringer, he is hot on her tail, the only ally that she had left. And now we have seen that he has been transformed by the Sleepless Queen. And every corner that she turns, this is where she sees Sir Mordred, the Maid in Iron, and of course, the Sleepless Queen. They tell her that she is outnumbered, that she is outclassed, that succumbing to the will is inevitable. After what she saw happen to Cliff, she knows that this is the intent of the Sleepless Queen. They don't want to just put her to sleep. They want to add her to the ranks. The only thing that is keeping her safe is the magic of these tunnels. The magic and its secrets. They were enchanted to confound their enemies. Fortunately for them, they prepared for all sorts of contingencies. Hitting a switch, we see some giant wrecking balls come down and take out the Sleepless Knights. But this only stalls them momentarily. This is not enough to beat them, not even enough to slow them down. But she does fill in the blanks using some magic of her own. Being able to hold them back at least temporarily, we see the Sleepless Queen saying that she has had enough. A huge blast of magic coming out of her, and while Zatanna believes that she was able to get away, as she makes her way up the stairs, the Sleepless Queen magic still haunts these halls. And that is where we have the arrival of Zatanna's father. He has come to whisper in her ear that she is not good enough, that she makes mistakes and she never suffers the consequences, that everybody else always pays the toll. This is where she finds herself back in the middle of the maze, believing that this shouldn't be possible. The magic of this maze doesn't affect her. She should know exactly where she is, but she doesn't. He is making her lose faith in her own magic, making her buy into the trick, making her the mark. But her real father had taught her better than this, as he goes on letting her know that she is nothing. This is where we find Zatanna on her knees and the Sleepless Knights now surrounding her, with the Sleepless Queen drawing out her sword. She had warned Zatanna that this was inevitable, also letting her know that she is far too big of a prize to let her just go to sleep. That she is such a big prize, it may be worth more than the Nightmare Stone itself. The Sleepless Queen wants her to become the mistress of painful magic. As we see the Queen drive her sword into the stomach of Zatanna, she is to be transformed into the Dame of Death. But the Sleepless Queen quickly recognizes that something is not right. Zatanna asking her, "What is wrong?" "That I thought you were all powerful." The Queen believing this to be impossible, but not impossible, just more powerful magic. Zatanna just had to believe in herself more than the Queen did. Taking that sword from the Queen, she hopes that this sword works like she thinks it does. She takes that sword and she hits Rustbringer. This transforms him back into Robotman. The two of them now back as allies. We see them both lay down some hate. The Sleepless Queen recognizing that they are now outmatched, that there is no chance of them winning against Zatanna. She believes it is now time for them to return to their master. And so using some magic, they disappear, leaving Robotman and Zatanna behind. This is where Zatanna goes on to apologize to Cliff, but he says that it's not a big deal, that it is always part of the job. It is the risk that they take. And when she says that she can send him back to his friends, he says that he'd rather stay here with the Waking and take their chances to end this battle once and for all. With the dream team back together, she opens up a portal, and now they are headed out to bust some heads as Hex and Violence. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. The second issue being a little bit quicker than we would have expected or liked, but it doesn't take away from how much fun this story was. A dynamic duo, the gruesome twosome that we never anticipated, we never knew we wanted. But now, we want more of Hex and Violence. With Z and Robotman, these two make such a great team up. And all I can think is, when are we gonna get more of it? But this is exactly what we expect from a Zatanna story. Insomnia, the Sleepless Knights, thinking that they could overpower her, thinking that they could be stronger than her. But we all know that Zatanna is the GOAT. When it comes to magic, there are far and few that are even close to comparable to her. And so it is no surprise not only that she was able to stay awake, but she was able to defeat the Sleepless Knights. But this team up, this is not over yet. In Knight's Terror issue number 4, Knight's End, we are gonna see the teams coming together. The likes of Robotman, Zatanna, Robin, Deadman, Sandman, all these individuals, they are gonna group up and they are gonna be taking on Insomnia head on. Especially now that they have the Nightmare Stone. Finding it in the in-between, what is referred to as the Hollow. Not quite the waking world and not quite the nightmare or dream world. Also referred to as the reality stream. There is one last battle to be fought, and Hex and Violence are gonna be there to smash some skulls. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on every single story of Knight's Terror that we have covered, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything that is going on with this story. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.